When it comes to determining the after-repair value, or ARV, there are two main ways to break it down: using a comparative market analysis, or CMA, and calculating the value based on price per square foot. Let's dive into both methods and explain why the price per square foot approach often gives a more realistic ARV. First, let's talk about the CMA method. This approach involves comparing the subject property to similar properties, or comps, that have recently sold in the same area. You're looking for properties that match as closely as possible in terms of size, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, lot size, and overall condition. The idea is to see what buyers have recently paid for similar properties, giving you a ballpark estimate of your property's potential market value after repairs. The key here is to find 3 to 5 good comps that have sold within the past 6 months and are located within a half-mile radius, if possible. Once you have your comps, calculate the average sale price. If 3 similar properties sold for $250,000, $260,000, and $255,000, then the average would be $255,000. $255,000 then becomes your ARV using the CMA method. But here's where the $SF method comes into play and often leads to a more accurate ARV. With the $SF approach, you're looking at the price per square foot for your comps rather than just their overall sale price, to find the price per square foot and the best comps and divide it by the square footage. For example, if a comp sold for $250,000 and is 2,500 square feet, then the price per square foot is $100. Do this for all your comps and then calculate the average $SF. Let's say your 3 comps came out to $98, $100 and $100 per square foot. The average would be $100 per square foot. Now, take that average and multiply it by the square footage of the subject property. If the property is 1,800 square feet, then $100 per square foot would put your ARV at $180,000. This $SF method accounts for the actual size of the subject property and scales the ARV accordingly. One reason why this is often more accurate is because not all comps are the same size as the subject property. If the comps are significantly larger or smaller, using the straight sale prices from a CMA can lead to skewed ARV estimates. By basing the value on square footage, you're adjusting for these size differences, giving you a more realistic idea of what the market is likely to pay for a property of that specific size. The CMA method gives a quick estimate, but it can be misleading if the comps aren't a close match in size. On the other hand, the $SF method scales the ARV to reflect the property's size, making it a better approach for fine-tuning your numbers. Now, that doesn't mean you should use only one method exclusively. It's often best to calculate both and see how close they are to each other. If there's a big difference, then take a closer look at the comps you chose and adjust as needed. Using both methods together will give you a more comprehensive picture and help you set a more realistic ARV. At the end of the day, having an accurate ARV is crucial for making smart investment decisions and avoiding costly mistakes. To learn more, sign up for our mentorship today at www.reioffer.net.